off with a quarterback keeper on a very nice play. Breaks the play to the goal line, and that would give them the 14-0 lead at that point. And that would be the lead at the half, and they hold on for a slim 14-13 ballgame. Now just up the highway a few miles, Rdmvtl entertaining Walton tonight. First quarter, Walton on top 7-0. Ben Kilpatrick takes the short run up the middle, and that gives Walton an early 14-0 lead. Still in the first quarter, Rdmvtl on the attack. The ball straight up in the air into the waiting arms of Trevor Westcott. Westcott's off to the races into the end zone, and Walton jumps on top 21-0 at that point. In the second quarter, going to bag of tricks, here comes the reverse. All the way down the 7-yard line. That's going to set up a short touchdown run by Seth Stanton. That was Waverly on Walton on top. Get my W's mixed up there. Walton on top, 28-0 at that point, and that's the last score we have from this, and we haven't yet dropped the flag. So all the boys were on a stack record with Johnson City and Union Endicott. Johnson City showing off their new uniforms in this game, their first chance to show off those new unis. They weren't lucky early in the first half. 20 seconds into the match, Lindsey Selsmeyer gets the assist, and Ann McCourt puts in the nice shot, and that makes it a 1-0 game at that point. More pressure coming on by UE in the first half. Shaden Eldicott, she dribbles this one in, but gets her shot cut off. A nice save by the goalkeeper there. They would keep the pressure on. Heather Newkirk makes a great play here. She gets the pass over to Sheldon Eldicott. Again, that shot is stopped. All that pressure in the first half only went to one goal, but they would get the final this one 3-0. Well, last night the Yanks and Orioles opened a 4-game series in Baltimore. The Yanks looked very impressive in their Game 1 win, taking a 14-2 final. Tonight, looking for more of that same action. Early on, no score. Tim Raines at the plate. Tim Raines sends one down the left field line. On comes PJ Surhoff, and he makes a great catch right there against the wall. Top of the first, still no score. Tino Martinez at the plate. He sends a single back out in the center field. That's going to bring in Wade Boggs chugging on home at 1-0 Yanks. Top of the second, still 1-0 Yanks. Tim Raines at the plate. He's going to send a double deep out into left field off the wall. That goes for the double. Derek Jeter comes around to score, and it was 2-0 Yanks at that point. In the bottom of the second, they would make it. It would be 6-0 when the Birds would finally get on the board. Mike Borden sends a single back out in the left field. That brings in, like I said, their first run of the game. Make it 6-1 at that point. Right now, this game isn't the final yet. The Orioles are losing big time again, though, to the Yanks. 13-2 in the 8th inning. The Mets also in action tonight, taking on the Expos in the second game of their 4-game series.
Optical fiber business is being in a state of emergency. The article was picked up by financial cable TV stations and resulted in record trading of Corning stock. At the end of trading Tuesday, Corning stock dropped 8% on the New York Stock Exchange. Corning claims the article was misleading and full of inaccuracies. The Corning leader says it's standing by the story.
When life gave...
Yeah, so he's not commenting on that report.
Accommodations there in Baltimore because for the second straight game, the Bombers felt right at home. Everyone taking batting practice off of Scott Erickson. He's done after giving up 6 runs early. But the Yanks far from done after that. Dave Johnson just can't believe it. Yankees currently rolling 13-5 the score as they play in the ninth. Elsewhere, Boston 2 better than Milwaukee. Cleveland shut out Chicago 9-zip. It's Minnesota, Texas tied in the 8th. Anaheim leading Kansas City in the 4th. Seattle shutting out Toronto in the 5th, while Detroit leads Oakland early on. Now let's head to the National League where the Mets... Hey, wait a minute. Kid's embarrassed to be a Mets fan. Kind of hiding there, huh? All right, she's hiding, but Bobby Jones hiding nothing about that pitch, huh? Settled down after giving up a couple of early runs. Struck out the side there in the 3rd. Mets coming back from a 2-0 deficit. John Olerud smacking one in the center. Edgardo Alfonso scores. Then Carlos Baerga drives one to the warning track and left. Sac fly that scores former B-Met Carlos Mendoza. There he is. And right now, this one's still going on as they play in the 12th. We're all tied at 2. Elsewhere, Giants beat Florida 1-zip. In a doubleheader, Cincinnati and Philadelphia split. Elsewhere, Pittsburgh over Chicago by 2. Colorado, that same score, beating Atlanta. St. Louis, 2 better than San Diego, while Houston took care of the Dodgers. And finally, the only driving going on in downtown Binghamton tomorrow will be basketball.